Minecraft Championship is an event run by the Nox crew where 40 contestants compete in 8 minigames to score the most coins and face off in a final duel to take home the crown. Simple, right? This is an event that has lasted years, stood the test of time, and gained a loyal and supportive fan base. Part of MCC's success is all the wonderful content creators who compete in the event, all very kind and considerate to the fans. Well, except for one. This is the story of how I was insulted, humiliated, and hunted down by one of MCC's very own contestants. It was just a normal Thursday night. I was sat at my desk playing on MCC Island instead of, actually doing something important. Specifically BattleBox, as I had a challenge to do, but that's not important. I queued up for a match like normal, loaded in, selected my kit without a second thought. Nothing out of the ordinary, or so I thought. Going into the first round, our team struggled against the other. Outnumbered, outgunned, and probably outskilled, we go down. However, looking back at our team spawn, I noticed a single player who has yet to move an inch. Now, I've played quite a few BattleBox games. An AFK player is nothing new and definitely not something that would ruin my enjoyment of the game. On the other hand, my teammate, who we'll just call Jim, was much more vocal. Jim took to chat in rage, getting annoyed at our AFK teammate, asking the lobby to even report this player. Either the AFK player felt threatened by Jim's accusations, or they just got back from heating up pizza rolls in the microwave, but they returned for the second round and our team won the fight. At first, I felt a wave of relief, not having to play a game a teammate down and having Jim's rage subsided. Unfortunately, this quickly turned to annoyance as the AFK player started bragging in the chat. Happy? Now, this could have meant a number of things, but to me, this looked like our teammate was snapping back at Jim, annoyed that they even had to take the effort to play the game that they queued into. I was outraged, but I didn't let it get the best of me just yet. Winning the third round, our no longer AFK teammate boast once again, saying, "You're welcome for the carry." Not only was it insensitive, it was true, as they had earned 4 kills in just the 2 rounds while the rest of the team had no more than 2. I was sick of this player acting like they could just waltz in whenever they wanted, attack teammates, and boast about themselves at the end of the game. I instinctively, and somewhat foolishly, told them to simply shut up, as to not spread more negative messages in the chat. And yes, I see the irony of me using an insult to fight this player's own insults, but the rage of this player and the annoyance at my own poor performance got the best of me. However, I could have not predicted what was yet to come, as the mysterious player took off their disguise and revealed themselves to be none other than Fire Breath Man. My jaw dropped to the floor. I was stunned. Fire Breath Man? An MCC competitor that I looked up to, that I aspired to be like? Deservingly so, he told me to shut up back, but at that point, it was lost. What was I supposed to do? I couldn't stand up to him. Not with his shiny pink creator rank, putting him on a pedestal, where us lowly players surrounded him like peasants. I tried to make light of the situation, but it was too late. The damage had already been done. I had lost. I thought that nothing could possibly get worse after this match, but boy was I wrong. Queuing into the next match, a player with a strange username called out to the lobby to report me. Wait, what? Report Mr. Muffin72 for going AFK? What was this? I hadn't done anything of the sort, and now players wanted to report me? To get me banned on MCC Island? My mind was racing. How could I get banned on MCC Island? It was my favorite Minecraft server. I can't live without it. Eventually, the panic started to cool down. Maybe this player was just joking about last match. I mean, it was pretty much what Joe wanted to do with Fire Breath Man. Fire Breath Man. Everything clicked. The strange username, the call, report, AFKing in match, this could only be Fire Breath Man getting his revenge for my insults last match. Had he not done enough? It was one thing to embarrass and humiliate me in front of the entire lobby, but rally them up against me, demanding I be banned? The panic returned. If the lobby knew who was speaking, I would have everyone against me. Compared to an MCC competitor, I had no advantage. No social high ground that I could stand on to back myself up. I was nobody. The panic ensued the entire game, so much that I ended with an impressive 0 kills and 3 deaths. Bruh. So much for trying to make myself look good. The scores were revealed, and sure enough, Fire Breath Man stepped out of the shadows. He wasn't done just yet, as now that he was undisguised and could easily gain support from fans who would blindly follow his commands, once again exclaiming to the entire lobby, "Report Mr. Muffin72 for AFKing." I didn't stick around to see the aftermath. instantly logging off the server and shutting off my PC for fear of what happened to me if I continued to play. My only hope was for everyone to forget what I had done, to show a shred of mercy and not send my account to the depths of the island. I stared at my ceiling all night, praying it would all be over.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Shut the f up.
I woke up the next morning tired and confused. Was that even real? Was I just dreaming? Would anything even happen to me? Only time could tell. I opened up Twitter and began to scroll. Usual things. A few MCC announcements, lots of memes and people acting like idiots, and then I went to the trending tab. My heart sunk. I almost dropped my phone in shock. What I saw in front of me was my own name. But if trending on Twitter has taught me anything, it's never positive. Clicking on Mr. Muffin72, I read thousands of posts, clamoring the most hateful things I've ever seen. Mr. Muffin sucks. He's carried by Fire Breath Man. This man should be banned from YouTube, Twitter, and most importantly, MCC Island. Mr. Muffin smells like cheese. The list went on and on. I couldn't take it anymore. Scrolling and scrolling before a notification. A DM from an anonymous account. All it gave was a list of coordinates. With no other options, I plugged the cords into Google Maps and started walking. No way I could show my face in public anyways. 12 days I hiked across America, fighting my way through the mountainous terrains of the north, the swampy ruins of the south, and whatever happens in Utah. Finally, just a few steps away from the coordinates, I spotted lonely coals in the middle of the desert. This had to be it. Busting through the door, the place was completely wrecked. Clothes everywhere, shelves knocked to the ground. All that stood was a single office chair in the middle of the wreckage. Laughing and snickering, he turned around, and it was none other than President of the United States, Grover Cleveland. Just kidding. It was Fire Breath Man. Immediately, I lunge at FBM, but he swings back, knocking me to the ground. He towers over me with a diamond sword at my throat. It wasn't enough to ruin your life. Now I have to end it. Listen, man, I'm sorry, I yelled. Why are you doing all this? He stared me in the eyes. Do you know how hard it is to stream to millions of viewers every single day? He replied. Everyone tells me how perfect I am, how good I am at Minecraft. And you just had to ruin my perfect reputation by calling me out. So now I'll erase you, and no one will ever tell me to shut up again! Ah! Ha, 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 ha. I closed my eyes. This was the end. Dying alone in an abandoned coals, because I just couldn't keep my mouth shut. Fire Breath Man held the sword high above my head, ready to blade, and swung down on my skull, fracturing every single... Hey guys, this is Mum72 here. So I just got off a call with my lawyer. It turns out I can't actually just make up stories about other YouTubers and post them like they're fact. So, yeah, sorry about that. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, consider leaving a like, subscribing, and stay tuned for more videos.